This year is Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic issue number 45. We begin on the moon with the Omega Rangers still on the offensive at Lord Zedd's palace. Kia doesn't think much of Zedd's putties. It seems Jason, Zack and Trini told her their unrelenting terror. I wonder if they said that as a joke or whether they meant it, but in a more annoying way rather than terrifying. Goldar takes on Zack and he tells him that he will not live to see home again, new Ranger. For Goldar, Omega Black is new, but of course Zack has faced Goldar before, so he says this certainly feels familiar. Zack eventually knocks Goldar's sword out of his hand, and Goldar retreats as usual. Trini takes on Finster's unfinished monsters, and it looks like she's unleashed a heck of a lot of energy to blow a hole in the side of Zedd's palace. She's definitely a lot stronger with the Omega powers. This large amount of energy is detected by Alpha at the command center. Zordon knows there's been a shift in the Morphin grid, that Zedd is under attack, and the Omega Rangers are responsible. And so we see Jason facing off against Lord Zedd. It looks like Zedd has the upper hand as Jason is sent slamming into Zedd's chair, which turns into a monster and is about to chomp down on Jason. But then the other Omega Rangers show up to quickly end that monster. Zack makes a quick remark about the changes in the hallway since they were last there when Jason said they took long enough. That references the changes in the TV show when they switched from recycled Japanese footage to all new American footage. With Zedd's minions defeated, he's left alone to fight the Rangers. Jason gives him the choice to surrender, but Zedd of course refuses. So Jason escalates the battle and gets a Zord to beat Zedd into the ground. Trini thought that was excessive, but it had to be done. They needed to get Zedd contained. The Mighty Morphin team then show up at the palace. They see that the Omega Rangers defeated Zedd easily, so they're not even needed. Although Aisha does say that they don't seem to worry about escalation, which Zordon is very much against. Kia returns to say the South Wing is clear. She sees Tommy, but to her it's Lord Drakon, and she charges towards him screaming, "Murderer." Trini intercepts Kia to stop her landing a blow on Tommy. Zack and Trini calm her down by telling her that it's not Drakon, it's the White Ranger. That little outburst have got the Mighty Morphin team confrontational though, as Aisha says they'll be enemies if Kia continues acting like that, and Rocky tells the Omega Rangers to tell Kia to settle down. Zack argues back, but Jason tells both sides to stop. Jason tells the Omegas to take Zedd back to the ship. Tommy tried to stop them, but Jason said if he's got a problem with that, then he should be taken to Zordon. So he does. Zordon isn't pleased. He's angry that his current team of Rangers are still maturing, and now that Zedd is out of the picture, something will take his place. Basically, it seems to pave the way for something worse to come at a quicker pace than what we saw on TV. Perhaps. In the Power Rangers world, I agree. Once a threat is gone, there always seems to be a new threat. But in real life, if there was a bad guy, you'd want to take them out ASAP. Outside the command center, Tommy approaches Jason after overhearing Jason and Zordon's conversation. Tommy wanted to thank Jason for taking care of Lord Zedd, and for stepping in when he was out of action. This is a nice scene because we never got a good passing of the torch moment in the actual TV show. It was horribly cobbled together back then to cover up the fact that 3 of the actors left. Anyway, Tommy asks Jason if he'll ever get used to leading because he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Well, that's obvious. Jason tells him it never gets easy, and he goes on to say that maybe Tommy's friend left because he thought Tommy could handle himself. Tommy, though, doesn't think so. Outside Angel Grove, Zedd's minions have occupied a deserted petrol station. They discuss their options. One is to call in Master Vile, defect and join Zordon, and the other is for Goldar to take charge. He says he was the only one brave enough to go back for Zedd's staff, which has been broken into 2 parts. He wants to get it fixed so they can prove themselves to the rest of the galaxy by destroying the Power Rangers. At Safe Haven, the Rangers are moving the dumpsters into the vault. Zack tells Jason that Tommy will be fine because he's got that super white light and juju flowing through him. To Jason though, he thinks he's made a mistake. Tommy's a poor leader, and if the Omegas didn't step in, the Mighty Morphin team could be dead already. Kia has the other Rangers worried. She's outside talking to the emissary. She really doesn't like Tommy. When she saw into Jason's mind on planet Briel, she saw how Tommy became Lord Drakon. Now that he's got the white light, his powers are growing just like they did before. Kia knows this Tommy isn't the one that ruined her life. Not yet anyway. She wants to ensure there is never another Dracon. The emissary tells her that he gave the white light to Tommy to guide his hand and to unlock his heart. Kia is stunned to hear this because Dracon was close to wiping out all realities. The emissary tells her not to trouble herself with Tommy. Their mission is to protect the universe. Kia understands, but she then summons her weapon and strikes the emissary. She says he can't be trusted. The emissary realizes now that Kia was the shadow on the battlefield, the one that Jason saw. So it looks like the emissary is dying, as Kia tells him she will protect the universe from him and the Rangers. So then it looks like Kia is going to be the tragic villain from here onwards. Back to Earth now, and we're at the youth centre. The Mighty Morphin team actually have something to do. With Zedd gone, the Rangers are trying to track down Golda and the others. Tommy tells them to split up, but he doesn't want anyone trying to be a hero. Following the Omega Rangers' victory on the moon, the new Rangers are disheartened. Rocky is concerned they'll be thrown back into the no-win training scenario again, and Aisha thinks Zordon will take their powers away. I have to say, all this whinging from the Mighty Morphin team is really annoying now. It's no surprise then that the Omegas are still my favourites at the moment, minus Kia as she looks to be the villain now. We're back at Safe Haven now and inside the vault. Kia is asking for forgiveness. She says she made a mistake and that she chose the wrong side. She claims that all of them have been broken and battered by life, but they are not mistakes. They were chosen by the Morphin grid, so they are the true defenders of the universe. Okay, Kia is definitely the villain now, as it's revealed that she's already started opening the containers, with Covetous and Vox already released. Together, they are the Anointed. Their goal is no more Rangers. That's where it ends. Because Kia is an Omega Ranger, does that mean she will have to kill herself? After all, she did say the goal is no more Rangers. Seriously though, the Anointed corresponds in part to the end of Go-Go Power Rangers issue number 23, where we saw the shadows in Jason's vision. We could see Vox, Dane and Covetous. I can only assume that Dane will soon be released too. This was an enjoyable read for me. I did like how the Omegas defeated Zedd easily, a testament to their powers. I also liked how Jason escalated the battle. It's just the realistic thing to do. Zordon's approach is just an excuse to drag out the battles, because of course, this started off as a TV show. If the Rangers defeated Rita and Zedd on the first day of battle, you won't have a TV show. Kia turning evil was a bit of a surprise to me. I knew she hated Tommy/Dracon, but didn't think that'd be enough to make her go crazy and switch sides. Go-Go Power Rangers is what I'm looking forward to next, because I suspect there will be things in that could provide some further insight as to why Kia made this massive U-turn.